So why did I write The Brown Unicorn? I've never written a book before. Well, I've never written a children's book before. So this was totally spirit led. Heard the voice, obeyed and responded to the voice, and I would discover that it was a healing of my inner child. What the brown unicorn does is it touches on a subject in the African American community that we need to heal, and we don't like to talk about it, but it's a thing, and it not only has affected the African American community, or Black Americans, it has affected darkly melaninated peoples all over the world, from um, Indians that were called the untouchables because their skin was so dark. In Brazil, in Asia, how the darker populations of people were just treated differently and inhumanely. And it's something that the world needs to heal from. But I want to start with my community and my people, Black Americans, that have ever had to deal with colorism. Fortunately, it's something that I had the honor and privilege to cross teachers in my life that helped me to overcome that. So I do not have inferiority complex about the way that I look naturally. I actually am very confident now that I know, who I am and where I come from and how dope I am as a Black woman. But the brown unicorn, surprisingly, I've noticed too that it has been a healing to a lot of adults that never healed that inner child. So it's a healing for adults as well as children. If you have children that are melaninated, and whether they be dark skinned or light skinned, because light skinned children also deal with their own issues of colorism, and on both sides is dealt with in the book. And it's something that we practice that came from the culture of enslavement. And it's something that we as a society, as a culture, as a people, we got to heal from, because it's just um, it's really something that is silly. It's really silly that you would I like to call colorism racism's cousin, because you're gonna prejudge someone or not get to know them because their skin is lighter or it's darker than what you prefer. Um, I think that's very surface, and we gotta get deeper than that as a people. In the book, The Brown Unicorn, it speaks to that real inner beauty, and even though we walk this earth in the bodies that we are blessed with, beyond that are these divine beings, and we need to tap into that, and we need to teach our children that they are more than their skin, they are more than their hair, they are more than what they see when they look in the mirror. So that's the brown unicorn. That's Kenty on the cover, and everything in the book is intentional. They have braids, they have beads in their hair. It's a very, very special story, and it also is a very good introduction and conversational piece for children, so they know what it is. They know how to identify with it, and they know how to stand firm when they have to combat it, and they know who they are, so they are not and they don't allow others to define them by their skin. And if they see other people doing it, they can identify what it is. But it is a thing. We need to stop acting like um you know we are not colorist to one another. And it's such a It is such one of those things that, like I said, I'm doing my part, authoring the Brown Unicorn, so we can at least begin to have those conversations around colorism and how hurtful colorism is. So that's it. That's the why. That's what it heals. And if you love the story as a parent, caretaker, auntie, uncle, educator, you can purchase it. You'll see, just tap the screen for the product and you'll be able to. I have two ways that you can purchase it in a bundle, soft copy or a hard copy bundle. Both books come with a beautiful illustrated coloring book. Um, Let me show you the coloring book. The coloring book. Very intricate, like even for adults. I know a lot of adults love to color. Very therapeutic for them. The designs of like what they're wearing is very intricate. It will take you some time to just really take your time and get into it, but it's really beautiful and it's a nice compliment to the book. So that is what you get when you get the bundle. Subscribe for more, and I pray that you are well, body, mind, and soul, peace, power, and blessings.